Speaking of bad audio.
Okay.
Did you listen to the Nadir D'Priest interview?
I did not. I didn't have a chance to catch it. One last night.
Well, we might as well play a little of this since we're in this mode now.
All right, since we're in silly mode.
Yeah, and this has nothing to do with Nadir.
Yeah, it is. He's a dick. That's right. I said it, Nadir. You're a dick.
I don't pick on my friend Nadir.
Love Nadir.
Nadir is a character.
Why don't you get him on the phone and then play it?
Oh, we could.
Let's see if he's around.
May hit him with a text.
All right.
See if he's around. I was actually thinking about inviting him to the show tonight.
Yeah, let's have him on.
Let me hit him with a text and we'll play a little of this thing. But apparently somebody is a quote-unquote Nadir London fan on a show called Liberty Beacon Presents The People Goes Hard Rock, episode number 11.
Oh, boy, that all by itself says failure.
The Liberty Beacon Presents.
Just a title that long says that this show won't last.
Yeah. So, they're into episode 11.
Well, okay. That could be over 3 years.
Right. That's true. Nadir.
Just rig him. Fuck texting him. Just call his ass up. Hey, bitch. Put down the scissors and get on the phone.
All right. So anyway, he was on a show, like I said, and I listened to it today.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh boy, another one of those blog talk radio type things.
Oh, good.
Oh wait a minute, that ain't it. That ain't it. Let's see here. Special presentation.
What are you playing there? Some porn?
Yeah, it sounded the porn like it, didn't it?
That's what it sounded like.
Let's see here. Nope.
It's Anal Blasting 11 starring Brie Olsen.
Right. Where the heck is it? I just had it this afternoon.
Is that it?
No, the link isn't there anymore for some reason. I don't know what happened to it.
The audio was so bad they probably cut it out.
Yeah, it's gone. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Here. No, that isn't it. There it is. Recorded.
Angel of Death was 12 years old when she started listening to this show? Jesus. Got any pictures from that? Is that not it?
I don't know. Hang on. I'm trying to figure this out here.
Yes. You tend to...
Oh, yeah, there it is. Not so good.
Let's hear. I can't wait.
Give us a little bit of your history.
Oh, boy. All right, let's go.
All right, let's hear it.
Welcome to We the People, and this is brought to you by the Liberty Beacon Project. And today we have another variety show. We have a great musician with us and somebody...
All right. What are they recording this on?
Not even an iPhone quality phone.
It's the whole blog talk thing again.
Yeah. It's really bad.
I'm really looking forward to the entire audience getting to listen to, and for those of you not familiar with his music, this is going to be a treat for you. And as always, my co-host Mona Fishman is with me. And Mona, why don't you tell us a little bit about our guest today?
Oh, well, I'm really a huge fan of Nadir's. We have Nadir D'Priest. He's a heavy metal...
Nadir.
Nadir.
Wow, she's a huge fan.
Legend. He's a singer and frontman for the metal glam band called London. He's had a successful career since the early 80s as a singer for that band, as well as offshoot band named D'Priest. And he also has an awesome sound as Antonio Nadir, singing mostly Spanish songs, mostly rock and roll, and some English as well. He and his band were featured in the movie.
Who says the term rock and roll anymore?
Apparently, this Mona does.
I mean, have you ever heard? Have you had anyone say? Have you personally used? Hey, you want to hear some rock and roll?
Yeah, I got to hear some rock and roll tonight. You know who says it? Sebastian Bach, all over the new Apocalypse Now record.
He says rock and roll?
Oh, every song. Hello, France. Who's ready for some rock and roll?
Rock and roll, huh?
Over and over and over.
Wow.
Which, that aside, and the use of mother truckers twice more than I ever want to hear it.
Remember our pal Randy when he was on that Sebastian Bach kick? Everything was mother trucker.
Yeah, I do remember. And then hearing Sebastian say it made it even more sad. Dude, I swear I was listening to that Apocalypse Now, the new thing that he's got out this morning, actually. And I had it on, and I'm listening to it, and he says something like, "All right, France, you mother truckers, who wants a piece of me?" I was like, oh, God.
He said mother truckers, huh?
God, and then the whole piece of me rant.
Wow.
That was tired in 88 when they came out with that song.
Sure.
Terrible. Sebastian stinks in between songs, but I'll give it to the man. He still sounds good on stage.
Well, he's still out there performing, and, you know, he loves to rock and roll.
He loves to rock and roll, that's for sure. It's actually, again, and it is kind of funny to listen to him try to speak French. That was something I was going to maybe bring for next week. I'll pull all the in-between stuff so that you can hear him trying to speak French.
Wow, he's trying to relate to the people.
Oh, it is. What's the song? He was doing Francois Metalhead. He did. He goes, "This is not America." Dude, did you download that?
Which one? The Sebastian?
The Sebastian.
Yeah, I have it.
You've got to pull up, not right now, but at some point, the American Metalhead.
Okay.
And maybe do it during a break if you can listen to it to see if it's in the song American Metalhead or the song before, right at the end when he does it. But he's talking some kind of French that just sounds all broken and fucked up. And then he says something about, this song is called Francois Metalhead.
Francois Metalhead.
Francois Metalhead.
Wow.
I fucking lost it. I was like, Jesus, Sebastian.
He's relating to the peeps.
He really was.
Wow.
Between that one and Youth Gone Wild was another funny one where he's trying to speak French and he's like, "Vous avec moi?" Nothing. "Vous êtes avec moi?" Two guys scream. And then he goes, "Youth!"
Oh, boy.
It's fucking really funny to listen to.
Yikes. Oh, man. All right, well, I'll dig that out during the break. But let's take a listen to Blue Beacon Metal Theater or whatever the hell we're listening to.
Whatever this is. I got to hear this with Mona.
Movie, The Decline of the Western Civilization, the Metal Years, as well as some other movies and other publications. He was a project director for the Rolling Stones during the Voodoo Lounge CD-ROM tour.
She reads well, doesn't she?
Well, she is good at Wikipedia.
Reading it right off the script.
I'm telling you. Probably never heard of Nadir before today.
Right. Well, at least this guy has the courage to admit that.
Oh, this guy said he doesn't know who
the guy
she is?
says, I don't know who this guy is, never heard him before. But
well, that's good.
At least he'll admit it in the interview.
And then Mona says, "Oh, he's great, Nadir. He's the bomb."
Right.
Doesn't even get his name right, you dumb bitch.
And they're the first heavy metal band to play the Grand Ole Opry. They played at the Grand Ole Opry last year in 2012.
Wow.
Wow.
But my favorite is...
Jesus, that is something.
Wow, that's something.
That is something.
London played at Paul Festival. Yay!
Oh, I knew you would mention that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
You know, I can't stand that. A lot of really famous careers have started from the band London, like Lizzie Gray, Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue.
Wait a minute,
The
stop.
legend Lizzie Gray.
How can you start when you're listing a list of musicians that launched from London? How do you start with Lizzie Gray?
Because Lizzie's legendary. He even told
To
us
Lizzie?
so. He even told us so.
To Lizzie's legendary.
He even told us he was legendary.
No, he told us, but come on. She started with Lizzie Gray,
Yep.
not Blackie Lawless, not Nikki Sixx.
Nope.
Jeez, come on.
From Cinderella, Steven Adler from Guns N' Roses, and Slash from Guns N' Roses, Izzy Stradlin from Guns N' Roses, and also Blackie Lawless from Wasp. And welcome to the show, Nadir. How you doing?
We're doing great. How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm feeling kind of special today because it's been a very long time since I've been able to talk to a serious rock star.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm feeling kind of special today.
Oh. Get Nader on the phone.
I've tried. I just texted him. He didn't answer me back.
Ring his goddamn phone. Where's my phone? I'm calling him and telling him that you're calling him.
I got his number. I'll call him.
Call him.
Let me call him. A serious rock star.
We can't let that go.
I know. It's funny, right?
We cannot let that go without saying Nader. I'm sorry, Nadir.
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 I'm pulling his number up here. Let me dial him.
I'm feeling special. Get the fuck out of here. Good Lord.
See if we can get him.
I just want him to comment on his own interview. He's ducking us.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 5.
Nope. Damn it.
I texted him once or twice, actually, and didn't answer.
Damn it, Nadir.
All right.
I had a chance to listen to your music, and I must admit, and I apologize for this, until Mona brought you up and sent me some of your music, I had not heard of you. But at this point in time, I pretty much worn out the MP.
So if he hasn't heard of him, why is he a rock star that he's fucking enamored to be on the radio with?
Well, because he probably looked him up on the internet and said, yep, this guy's real. I don't know.
I mean, what the fuck?
A real serious rock star.
So if I told you that there's a girl out there named Jessica Campbell, and she has an album out there right now, and I told you I could get her on the phone for you, would you be enamored to speak with her?
No.
What the fuck? A dummy.
Well, he was enamored.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
MP3 she sent me. And I really do like the style of music. I'm 58 years old, so I grew up through the progression of rock, all the way from, and as a young kid, I remember the Beatles landing in the United States for their first time and getting mobbed as they came off a plane. So that
What's with the kid running around the background?
It's probably Nader.
tells
Nader's
you
probably
the
like,
progression.
you know what Nader's probably doing during this whole point? He's like, holy fuck, this guy thinks I was out when the Beatles were out.
I've seen in rock and roll. And I love your sound. I really do. And there's one song in particular, which I'm not going to mention because Mona will probably kill me if I do, until it actually comes up. But
why? What's the problem with mentioning it?
Look, don't get him killed, dude.
There's one song in particular. I'm not going to mention it.
The secret song, we'll call it.
Right.
Yeah, Nathan from Kentucky has the exact question I was thinking. Is this guy going to ask a question or tell his life story?
He's going to tell his story.
Exactly.
Right. As you can see, kids, over the course of the Classic Metal Show, I think we've proven time and time again how to do an interview, how not to do an interview.
We certainly have plenty of observation on how not to do an interview. Jeez.
we'll talk a little bit more about that when it comes up. But why don't you give us a little bit of your history and your progression into rock, what brought you into rock and roll, and some of the experiences that you've had that are really striking.
Striking?
What brought you into rock and roll?
What brought you into rock and roll?
Your progression into it.
If you're Nadir, don't you just make up everything from this point forward?
Well, see, Nadir is a very friendly guy, and he appreciates everybody who will give him recognition, and he's not going to fuck with this guy.
Okay, if it was me, and I was Nadir, and look, my career had already come and pretty much gone, and I was just playing fun gigs like he is now.
Sure.
I would be making everything up at this point. You know, there was a time when my dad was out jamming with Clapton. You might remember the album, Blue Cocaine. And then once we were done with that, Jeff Beck took me under his wing, and me and Mick, we jammed, we jammed some Stones tunes.
We winged on over to London and jammed with the Stones.
That's right. Once we were done jamming with the Stones, I was pretty much into the rock and roll, but I needed a bit more. So I hooked up with a young lad named James Hetfield. And James and I wrote some really kick-ass stuff, but it just wasn't feeling right. So Nikki Sixx and I, we put out together London, and just kind of weave it around to where there might be a little bit of truth in it.
Right. There's just enough truth in it to make it interesting, but it's just...
But just be full of shit, but just enough truth where this Mona chick that pretends like she knows a little something about the band might think he's being real.
She'd buy into it.
Yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, you know James Hetfield, too?
Right.
Wow.
That wasn't on the Wikipedia page.
Damn, but that wasn't in your press release.
Well, I think that it all started with my oldest brother, Ramses. Yes, Ramses is the Pharaoh. And the whole progression for me was just really basic, like every...
Was he in the bathroom?
I think he's running away from his kids.
Apparently.
Everyone else, your older brother plays music. He's got these records you've never heard of before, and you pick them up, and, my good luck, it was the first Black Sabbath album. So when I heard, Paranoid and Sweet Leaf and all that, I was like, oh my God, I need to hear more of that. So that was just kind of like an induction to me to my brain and my stimuli as far as what I enjoyed. With the big dark chords and the choruses and how, cool it was. It was so simple and not too overproduced at all whatsoever. It was very bare bones. So unlike now. But that's how I started,
So how do you think they're doing this interview? They're doing it like Blog Talk and using Skype?
I think they probably are. And I'm starting to wonder if Nadir remembers his own history. Since unless I'm really crazy, I don't think the Paranoid was on the first Black Sabbath album. Didn't he just say that he heard it on the first Black Sabbath album?
I think so.
Wasn't Paranoid the second Black Sabbath?
And that was the title track from the second release, yeah.
And the transition was, it's not common, I don't think, for any musicians, because musicians are very complicating people and sometimes can be very introverted, difficult, and, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
You tend to ride around what's going on with you and what's happening in your life and who's involved in your life and what's motivating you to write the lyric and what drives your voice to do whatever you wanted to do. And, it's all feeling, you know what I mean? But, it's not the same with, with everyone. So for me, that was my deal.
I'll tell you, I spend a lot of time talking with people. I spend a lot of time with people. Obviously, the Liberty Beacon project is a very big project, and
it's a very big project, and this is the best you can do sound quality?
It's obviously not a big audio project.
Apparently not.
It's probably big in the, textiles community. Because it's certainly not big in the audiophile community. Good Lord.
Wow.
Fucking terrible.
It's a big project.
Big project. What kind of project is it?
I can't even imagine.
It's definitely not an audio-visual project.
And it definitely has no funding.
No, definitely not.
WTPN, we have a very, very large following. But I don't...
Did he say WPPM?
I thought he said TPN.
Okay. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill, boys. How are you? It's Tim James.
Oh, there's your pal Tim. What's up, Tim
Hey,
James?
Tim!
How are you, my friend? How are you, Chris?
I
How are you
am awesome.
coping?
I was ready to quit the show, but now you called in, so it's worth continuing.
Well, I won't take long. I'm just ringing up to see how you are.
I am splendid, my friend. Splendid.
All right. No worries. No worries.
All right. Well, thanks for calling,
Yeah,
Tim.
well-
Great call.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, Tim. Thanks for checking in, buddy.
Okay. Hail and Kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job.
That's boring. You're boring, everybody. Quit boring everyone.
Great call tonight, Tim. Your best yet.
You chased him off.
That was his best yet. He called to give me sympathy, and I said, thanks for calling.
Quick in, quick out.
That was good, Tim.
I don't get the, I don't know, the thrill of standing in front of 10,000 people or 15,000 people and realizing that every move I'm making is being watched and every single syllable that's coming out of my mouth is being listened to. So
He doesn't get the thrill of that.
You're doing a radio project, dickhead.
He says, I don't get the thrill of that.
Shouldn't that maybe be the thrill you're trying to get?
Right. Wow. Okay.
what's it like to stand on stage and perform? Every artist I have talked to has had
a what's it like question.
He did.
Oh, sir.
What's it like to stand on stage and perform?
Sir, please retire. What's it like to perform? Really? Not only is that a what's it like question, but that's even bad for a what's it like question.
What's
it
like?
What's it like to breathe?
Wow. It's always
ungodly bad.
The what's it like questions. It's always cringe radio.
Okay, but we haven't heard his answer yet, right?
That's true.
All right, let's predict this since it's Nadir. I'm going to say, you know what? It's truly awesome. It's like nothing you could ever do in any other aspect of life. Your turn?
I know there's going to be a dude in there.
Okay. Oh yeah, got to be a dude.
Because I think it's there's nothing like it, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of somewhere in that ballpark.
Somewhere in there. Okay, let's hear it.
Different explanation. How do you, I mean, what goes through your mind when you're in front of that crowd and you realize that your music is actually stoking them?
Well,
I'm stoked, bitches. I'm watching this guy play.
Your music is stoking them.
Music is stoking me.
Holy shit.
Like a poker on a fire.
Wow. And this guy is a 60s throwback.
God damn, it's like they gave a microphone to a librarian. Holy shit.
Wow. I can imagine this guy sitting with his button-down cardigan sweater, and he's got the comb over going, and he's got those black horn rim glasses on.
Right, he's reaching into his side pocket of his shirt to pull out a pen to take some notes.
And he's got a pocket protector under there.
Of course he does.
All right, I'm still waiting for Nadir's answer.
All right.
To me, as I think I welcome everyone to enjoy it at one point or another. They have a chance to get on the stage with any artist, even though they're not musicians or whatever, and you happen to be drunk next to the stage and you get on it.
Wait a minute.
That's one way to do it. No, what I'm saying in real seriousness is it's an experience like no other. and that's what,
There you go. There you go.
There it is.
We were both pretty damn close. It's an experience like no other.
Thanks, Nadir. Thanks for that incredible insight to that incredibly tough question. Jesus Christ.
What's it like?
What's it like to be on stage?
Wow. And stoking the people.
Yeah, you're stoking the flames of their hearts.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Stake me, baby, stake me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Thank you for the input.
Oh, it's awesome. I don't know where you guys find these interviews, but they're fabulous.
I'm glad you approve, Tim.
Jesus, Tim.
Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hand job. Bye.
That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
I'm liking Tim's calls tonight. Tim's on fire.
I'm loving it.
Stoked.
I'm loving it. I am loving this.
I am loving this.
I gotta get that clip too. I am loving this. Oh my God. So yeah, it's like an experience. There we go.
I am loving this.
Thank you, Rev.
got me even more hooked. And to me, it's something very special and something that, you know, that I enjoy every time. Let it be, you know, 200 people, 300 people, let it be thousands of people. It's just very, very big thrill every night, because every show has a different take on them every night. So it's not the same experience. So you're not going to get the same effect. You get the show per se on stage, but you don't get the same effect as far as like what goes through your mind and what is it that you enjoy and what goes on with you and all that stuff. So it's all about what happens that morning. Did you have a good morning? Did you have a great day? Did you get a, you know?
I didn't hear the joke part in that.
I was laughing hysterically over here,
hear
pal.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Holy shit, looks like you guys have the Australian MOL. Good luck with that shit. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal. Hand job!
Quick in, quick out.
He does make a point.
He does. Wow.
MOL, what's it like to have an Australian groupie?
MOL, what's it like to be a key part of the classic metal show for the last 8 years?
MOL, what's it like to be boring throughout the world and known for it?
What's it like?
What is it like, MOL?
Nice. Are you enjoying this Nadir interview?
Dude, keep going. We can do this whole interview. I'm all in on this.
All right.
That your significant other, you know, do business or what, you don't know. You know,
I got the meaning.
But it's that. But you know what? It's that simple. You know, there's not much to it. You know, and singing is very intense because it requires your body. So you have to kind of like really take care of what you have to do. You know, and a lot of people, you know, just have different ways of dealing with it when they perform live. So it's a great thrill. You know, I recommend it.
How cool
Let
is
me
that?
tell you, I've seen it.
How cool is that?
I highly recommend it.
Dear play live, and I've been to thousands of concerts, and I can say this in 100% honesty: I've never seen anybody, any performer, command the stage like Nadir D'Priest.
I never have either, since I've never seen Nadir D'Priest.
She's never seen, out of thousands of concerts, anyone command the stage like Nadir D'Priest.
Nobody was better than Nadir. Ever. I got to side with that, except for about like 30 other guys.
Nadir does a great job on stage, but out of thousands of concerts?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'd like to know the list of that 1,000, please.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking she went to a lot of bad shows. Not saying Nadir's the worst, but I certainly don't think that he's the best. I don't think he's number one out of a list of any 10 bands I would name.
Right.
I didn't pay attention to that.
No, seriously. And you know what? You'll hear it. Oh my God! And he's only improved with age.
Well, you know what? Let me just say something in your defense, Roger. You were saying that you're older, you're 58, and all that, and I think that that's the prime right now. You know what I mean? I think that that's the time. You know, you're kicking in that sixth gear in that sports car, and you're just kind of like, you know, getting it to where you are, you know, just at your best. So for me, I feel that I am. I have nothing to lose anymore. I've done it all. I don't think I've lived a life of at least 9, 10 men, and you know, and I look at my life and go back and go, you know, it's always a thrill. Waking up is a thrill. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's just like, am I gonna...
Waking up is a thrill.
Yeah, cutting hair is a thrill.
Wow.
You know, giving somebody a nice mousse on their hair is a thrill.
Nice.
Make it today? Can I go to the bathroom today? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I do realize that because
you know,
what I
it's cutting edge, man.
It is.
Nadir is getting a little bit risque there. First he was talking about doing business with his significant other, and now going to the bathroom humor. What happened to our friend Nadir? Is this the same guy that talked about denting up hoods by banging chicks on the hood of cars?
Yeah, well, he can't talk to the senior citizenry like that. He's got to kind of tailor.
Why not? They're in sixth gear.
He's got to tailor his answers to his audience.
God, I wish he would answer his fucking phone.
I realize is at this point in my life, everything that I have done, because this is a huge project, the Liberty Beacon. It's very big. And it has, we have tendrils in over 50 countries around the world.
Wow. That's a lot.
And this is what they're providing them?
Apparently.
This
awesome content.
Oh, my God. And you're proud of this?
Well, he is proud of it. They're in 50 countries spreading this word.
Wow. Through this medium and this audio.
Just horrendous.
It is. It's horrible.
But I could not be doing what I'm doing right now with the confidence and the abilities that I have to make this project a success or to bring in the excellent staff we have supporting this project if I hadn't lived the life I have. So everything I've done up until this...
Is this about Nadir or is this about this guy?
I think it's about this guy.
I mean, this whole interview has been about this guy.
Well, it's interesting, though, dude. I mean, what more do you want to know? He's 58. He remembers the Beatles landing in America. He's way more interesting than Nadir.
How big the project is, how many people around the world you're reaching, and
50 countries, and dude, fuck Nadir. Nadir should be interviewing him.
Right.
And cutting his hair.
Sure.
This point culminates in what I'm doing right now. So do I agree with you? This is probably the best time of my life right now. And
it's about this guy.
Yeah, it is.
Ask me if I agree with you. Do I agree with you? Absolutely.
Yes. It's all about me.
I concur with your commentary.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something else about me.
Well, while we're on the topic of you, let's talk about me.
This is singly some of the worst interviewing skills I've ever heard.
I disagree fully. This is compelling radio.
Let me tell you about my thoughts on this.
Yeah. So you think that waking up every day is a blessing? Well, let me tell you my opinion of your statement about me.
No, I don't consider myself old, but I do consider myself mature enough to understand what my talents are and how to utilize them.
But I
agree.
I forgot to ask.
Just that.
But now Nadir is asking questions.
Just that chiming in and talking over each other through a bad phone line, and oh my God.
I like that now Nader's ready to start asking questions of this chump.
Yeah, let's see what Nader's questions are.
All right.
That you still have to be young at heart because it's good to because if you're mature, that's all fine and dandy. But you still have to be young at heart, so you're able to drive yourself to a higher level because you've lived your life. So you have to be a lot more critical about your decisions, but you still have to enjoy everything that you do. So that's important.
You're more aware of the.
This program has been brought to you by Geritol. Geritol.
And depends.
Right.
What has happened to our friend? This is not our friend.
Wow.
This is not our friend.
Wow.
That's why he's not answering, because he knows that he just fucking shot himself in the face with a shotgun with this interview. This is fucking terrible.
Outcomes. I'm sorry?
I said, Mona,
Yes.
do you agree with that?
I do, because you do have to think about your decisions, because now you're more aware of how serious the outcomes can be of your choices. So
Yeah, but you're still a kid at heart. You can make a decision and make a mistake.
What are these people talking about? How
Yeah,
serious
especially
your
our friend.
decision and how horrific the outcome could be? What are these guys doing?
The guy is famous for telling stories about getting blowjobs in Arizona and getting arrested for them. That's the guy you're interviewing. Right?
That's our friend.
That's our friend.
That's the
who
friend we
sometimes goes by
interview.
the name Nadir.
Right.
What the hell?
Serious the consequences of your decisions in your mature age?
Nader, who the fuck are you?
Wow.
Make sure you don't delete this interview. I need you to make sure you record this. We're getting Nader on the show next week, and
Right.
we're going through this line by line.
Sure.
Age and and make a teenage decision like, well, I would love her to blow me right now, or I would love her to do that, and you go, wait a
Now
minute.
that's our Nader.
Now that's our guy. All right, he's back.
All right. He spaced out just shortly, but now he's back.
He started feeling like this other guy, but he lost his kinship.
No, I'm 50. What?
No.
Okay,
like no
maybe-
fun anymore after that? What happens, huh?
Well, no, I think they tend to kind of like look at your person and think, I'm just not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Or you can be like some artists that I know who are like, oh, I'm still doing it. I'm actually I gotta go.
and the honest truth is that I have never ever grown up. I have matured
That's
in
when
my.
Back to him.
Oh, boy. Hail and kill caller. You're on the air.
Isn't this supposed to be a rock and roll interview? Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, hand job.
There's Tim, the third mic.
And boy, Tim's really getting in and out now. He doesn't even let you answer his own question.
He doesn't want you to say, well, thanks for calling, Tim.
So, Neeley, what did you think of that call? Well, Neeley, thanks a lot. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal.
Right, I'm out of here. I'm not going to let you berate me.
Jesus.
You're dead.
Wait a minute. You're missing the obvious question.
What?
Are you doing it?
Are
you doing it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, my God. That's
good.
a whole lot of info.
Are you kidding me? Anyway,
That's the perfect question.
the point is, I have grown. I have grown accustomed to my abilities. I have knowledge and wisdom that I've acquired by making 1,000 mistakes and learning a little tiny bit from each and every one of them. But will I ever consider myself to be?
What is all that noise?
What is that? It sounded like ice in an ice tray or something.
And it's all about this guy again.
This guy talking about he's learned a little bit from each experience, or is he talking about every time he got laid, or what?
No, he's just talking about the knowledge and the wisdom he's gained in his advanced age has made him who he is today.
Are you sure? Because Nader was talking about getting blown,
I know.
and now he's talking about all his wisdom and mistakes.
Sure.
Jeez.
Old? No, it's never going to happen. As a matter of fact, I probably think younger now than when my wife and I were together, and we've been split up for 10 years. I'm back to being a a teenager again as far as a lot of those aspects go, and that really shows.
That Old was written by hand by a man or a woman, so we don't know what the hell that means. So.
Old is written by the hand of a man. Oh, I have to keep that handy for Nader next week. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
What the fuck is he talking about? Look at Angel Death in the chat room. I'm waiting for a Viagra promo.
Wow. Oh.
God damn it, this is great.
I know, I love it.
I don't know what the definition of old is, other than just an O, L, and a D. You know?
Did you split your side laughing at that?
I was trying to figure out the punchline.
This guy just laughed out loud at that.
He's hurting from that joke.
Oh
that
my God.
Wasn't a joke.
I don't know what old is except an O, L, and a D. Wow.
Oh my God.
I am loving this.
Me too, Rev.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and kill, caller. Hey, fuckface, you're on. Tim forgot to talk.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Eat a dick, caller.
All right, goodbye. All right, get back to this.
And then if it has an O, that's a 0 to me. A D means a downer, and an L means...
That's love, buddy. That's all love.
Are they actually deciphering OLD?
And Nader's leading this discussion now. Let's not.
It's like a 0, and D is a downer, and L is no. That's love, buddy.
Don't let Nader off the hook here. He's the one leading them down this road.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Wow. This is just amazing.
Wow. What's worse, this or our buddy Justin Murr with his Ice Ice Baby cover?
Well, I like Justin because he stood up to us.
Well, I have no doubt Nader will stand up to us either.
I know, but wow. I
got to give Nader minus points for this.
This is almost like your hero falling.
This is like if Nader got offered a job to replace Mr. Rogers.
Exactly.
This is horrendous. What happened to our buddy?
He did get one laid joke in there.
Yeah, but then he tried to take it back.
Right. Well, you can use the L and the O and add the V and the E, and then you got love. So you can create whatever definition you want with it, but you definitely have to be young at heart till you are old as you can be, and because I think that's what keeps you alive, and just conversing and what goes on with even younger people who are just completely in a whole other hormonal realm, and you're like going, oh my God, and you're like going, Jesus, you guys are doing all that? I'm like,
what are you, a rabbit?
No, they go, you want to see a clip? Right on their phone, and you're like going, oh, hey.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's probably a perfect time to ask Mona what our first song is.
Well, our first song...
Go ahead, Mona.
I'm sorry. Our first song, Nadir's first song, is with his band London, and it's one of my favorites. It's called Russian Winter, and it totally rocks. But the thing is I know he's got to have an interesting little story that I'm sure he could squeeze one in before, or anything you might want to say really quick about it before we play it.
Why does he have to be quick? Are you on a time schedule here?
Look, this is a big project, Neeley, and clearly you don't understand. We're on a timeline here.
Really?
Yeah, when we're talking about the definitions of the O to the L to the D and stuff, we got to take our time for that. When it comes to talking about the music, we got to hurry this shit up.
Yeah, with all this choppy audio and...
That's right.
Ow.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, Russian Winter, I believe it was written around 1987, and I believe that was during the. I just want to be clear that I'm not. If I even drop any names or anything like that, it doesn't affiliate me with anything. It just gives you an insight of what was going on at that time, and what was I. At that age, I was in my 20s, like 22 years old, something like that, 23, and so there was a lot of things going on at that time in America, and we were sitting with the whole Russian situation. There was so much tension at that time, and it was not just a lot of tension, but there was just like it seemed like we were going to go into World War III with the Russians at that point. And I think as a young man, the media kind of like created these images or had images, and there was videos and things like that, and it kind of like took me and said, what's going on, what's happening, and all that, and that's actually happened here in America. So it wasn't anything against the Russians. It was more like, if you really listen to the lyrics, it talks about, snowbound, just like a Russian winter, hellbound, and then it says, beware of the Russian winter in the USA. And then I say at the end of that line, says, this is called living in America. Okay, so that was a message to me that was happening in our country, but that was 22 years ago, I believe it was. So as a young guy, I was very aware, and I was very, I don't want to say and bullshit everybody here and say that I was very concerned, because I wasn't just concerned. I was concerned, but I was also aware and influenced by what everything was surrounding me at that time. You got to remember, it was the 80s when I wrote that song, but there was also a lot of tension going on prior to that.
It's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
All that stuff. So it was just kind of like images. Images are kind of like when you sit and watch a slideshow and you see all this stuff, and a monkey realizes that if he does a certain thing, you get this and you get that. And that's kind of what goes on with our lives. We became a monkey, watching a high-tech video game on your phone, and you're able to see images of so much stuff. At that time, that was my influence. Television, Ronald Reagan, ABC News, CBS, all that. And
the culmination of the Cold War, because that's
right, it was the culmination of
the
Cold War. Yes, definitely, most definitely.
And that's
when
it's
also very famous. Excuse me. It's also very famous for being in the movie for the metal years, right? Weren't you running the Russian flag on that one?
Yeah,
well,
well, that did happen, and I think that as I said, I was just part of that whole situation where I watched an American flag being burned, and I just, at that time, I tried to light it up, but I didn't know they had a fire retardant on it.
Boring. It's hilarious in the movie.
I mean, if you see the movie, I'm like going,
it's great.
This fucker's tough. I go, I got no neck. It wouldn't light up. So I still have the flag, by the way.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
You guys are like comedians in that movie.
Let's go ahead and spin this up and let everybody hear it.
Yeah, let's spin it up.
Let's spin it up.
Let's spin it up.
Who is this, Alan Freed?
We got a hot platter to spin up for you here.
Licorice pizza on the turntable.
A licorice pizza. God damn it, dude. Talk about old school.
Licorice pizza, my friend.
Pizza, I haven't heard that in ages.
Of course not.
God damn. I'm liking the comments in the chat room. Nadir to shit now. Nadir to lame.
Wow.
Nadir's getting an ass beating, and I like it. I'm sorry, Nadir.
Nadir. Wow.
Nadir, I am not a role model for your life.
Right. Right. So funny.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Well, we'll definitely try to get him to call, and we're just going to have to say, dude, what was going on there?
3 words are coming out of my mouth. What the fuck?
Right.
And that's it. And that's all I want to ask him. Whose hair you cutting and what the fuck?
We do drugs, we do alcohol. That doesn't mean you should do it. We are not role models for your life.
Nadir. God damn it. That's funny.
Still love the guy, though.
I do too. Oh, dude. Nadir could do no wrong for me.
I know. That's
as close as it comes. But even with this embarrassment out there, I love Nadir to death, man. He's seriously my favorite friend of anybody of the show.
There you go. Stealing my friends again.
I'm stealing your friends again. Third one today.
Right.
All right. Put them in order. Who's your best friend of the show? Show friend.
Who's my best show friend?
Would it be Nadir, Sheldon, Don? Who else? Ron Keel.
Jamie St. James.
Jamie St. James. I got to go with Nadir.
Yeah.
I got to go with Nadir.
Nadir's been the most open and honest, that's for sure.
And I mean, and that's not bad bagging on any of them.
Mm-mm.
You know, I fucking love all of them. But goddamn it, Nadir. And even the funny part, and it doesn't come across on the show ever, Nadir's this way when we talk to him on the phone on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nadir doesn't change. You know, and the other guys, they change a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, they have their non-show phase.
Sure.
Nadir doesn't have a non-show phase.
No.
Even this is as close as he's ever going to come to having his non-show phase. And even in this, he's like struggling to get through it. You know, he's mixing in blowjob jokes and F-bombs. And, you know, he's trying his damnedest to be on good behavior. And he just doesn't know what good behavior is.
Sure. But he's definitely trying to relate to the you know, the old school.
The guy there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, I love this. I can't wait to have him on the show to beat him up over this. Are you kidding me? And you know he'll play right along.
Sure he will.
He will love it.
Yep. All right, well, let's jump into a tune here. I want to get a drink.
Yeah, me too. My throat is like roasted.
So funny. All right, so since we're playing some Nadir, I thought I'd play a Nadir tune here.
Yep, not Russian Winter.
No. Thought I'd play Been Around Before.
Good one.
That's all right.
Good. You know, we said we weren't going to do any long segments.
Yeah.
Hour 37.
Yeah, but they did more of the talking than we did.
I don't know about that.
All right, well, we're going to play a couple tunes. We'll come back, and I think we're going to review the Queensryche.
All right, I'm ready. I can't wait. I'm sure it's fantastic.
Yeah. All right, well, here's some D'Priest. Come back. We'll do it. We'll do some more.
All right, sounds good.
It's Nadir exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.